Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, what's up? Let's see who's around. Sour, hello. Subcat, Dean to Carry, Cujo, Possum Kite, Review for the Two, Angelora, Sirius, Voxel, Quinella, Chongosaurus. Hello, good morning. Wow, you're up really early. Let's see. King K, Nico, Ivory, Tasuto, Furikuri, God Dream, hello, hello. Wood, hello. How are y'all doing? Singapore, hello. 5:30 true fan. Yeah, that's dedication. Bill DN. Oh my goodness. Picoalu, hello. It's time for Finer Works Froth. Good morning, everyone. You should just it's okay, I already pinged the server. I think I already announced it pretty much everywhere. So yeah. I hope the background noise is not too much. I know that there's an AC running. It is going to be running because it's kind of warm in my room. 8:30 a.m. to build a board. Yeah, I had to wake up and went out for a quick run, have breakfast, got some coffee. Yeah. Wake up. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. For those who don't know what this is a Rama keycap made back in the day. This is true Australian vintage. This is true Australian vintage manufacturing. The true meme, the OG meme of Rama keycaps. The one and only. It's a real Rama cap. Look. Anyway, maybe that one will be our F13 key. So, alright, let's get started. So, just a quick shout out to Mr. Wood, who is here today, and thanks to him and his friends, we're able to have this stream today in the United States. Very kind of Mr. Goddream to coordinate everything. And to have this board sent to me. So thank you. Thank you so much. I will be updating the command shortly for those who are curious. Hello, Milk. Hello, hello. Alright. So I have a few kind of announcement points to make first. So my first announcement that I want to make is, so let's go to my browser. As you can see, it is 8:37 here. Proof that it's my morning. What's my main focus today? Build a nice keyboard, aka wicked wood. Alright, cool. So my first announcement I want to make is going to be this. I want to talk about cost caps today. So today is going to be a stream dedicated to all the Australia, New Zealand community members, everyone out there on the southern hemisphere for watching. And so this is a sale by Cost Caps, so check it out on Mech Market. I'll post the link shortly in chat. But basically, this is a raffle for MX Keycaps. These are caps, inspired by the R5 Dolce key set that's coming up very, very soon. I am currently coordinating all the pricing with all the vendors. We're pretty much almost ready to launch. We will be launching in a matter of maybe a week, less than a week. So, and it'll be going for about a month. So R5 Dolce. So these are some of the keycaps that were inspired from this set. So Cost Caps, do check it out. I love Cost Caps, and these are some cool sculpts from Australia. So Big Mouth and Skull Blank, nice butts, and there's a giveaway for Little Boss. But do check out Cost Caps. He's actually doing these with free shipping worldwide. So that's quite a lot to foot in, and there's a giveaway in the thread as well. So here's the posts. I'll actually make a quick command called exclamation cost caps, maybe? Yeah, exclamation cost caps. Check out the R5 Dolce inspired Artisan sale by Cos. Alright. Alright, and so as you know, the Dolce set is this one. So this is what it will look like. There is a surprise coming for in for the R5 Dolce set. So as you can see, I included some cherry keys here, Hangul kit. So there's a Hangul Alphas kit. It's a full Alphas kit. There's a bunch of renders here. You can click more here for more renders. These are the vendors: Project Keyboard, Desk Hero, Blosky, Monoke, Z Frontier, and Daily Clack. Pricing will be announced very, very shortly. There's going to be a fourth item here for those who are excited about it. There's going to be a fourth item here that we have yet to announce. And yeah. And then as there's Artisan Keycap collaborations, right? So we already had Alpha Keycaps and Cost Caps I just talked about. In progress or TBA, there's Art Key, Bad Artisan Cap, CYO, Sism, Dollar Tacos, Fractal, Hungerworks Studio, Latriel, and Primecast, Sodicap, Sokipi, and Wild Story, who may or may not be working on keycaps for the sale. So do check out Gmk Dolce R5 when it's out. It'll be live very shortly. Okay, so those are the few announcements I want to make for now. I have another thing to talk about in a bit. So we'll talk about that after I show the board and whatnot. Please have R5 Dolce Dustmat. That I've been trying to see what to do about that. It might come afterwards. I want to make sure that it's a design that I enjoy. So yeah, it might happen separately. Just FYI. All right. Oh, penguin droppings. Good morning. That's you're up early today. Any R0 kit avail? No RZ Kiro. No R0 keys because I do not like R0 myself, and I also think it's kind of bad. Wait, did you not need Cherry's permission for those logos? Yes, we needed Cherry's permission for the logos, and we requested Cherry's permission and got it. We got a license to use Cherry's logo for the kit, subcan. So that was all planned along, and yep, we have it ready. All right, any N-dash avail? All right, so I know that you guys are all here for the big stuff. Okay. This time, so here we have some switches. So we have some lubed H1 switches today with idyllic thick switch films and stock springs and yep, these are lubed. I'll talk more about the switches in a bit. Some stabs here, and the rest you don't have to mind. There's a Artisan keycap that I'm sending back to Australia, and then you open this guy up, and we have a Heine H88 PCB. Looks like we have some bump-ons and some bump-ons and some of the stab thingies. Okay. Put this to the side, so I'll need it. And then we have some Finderworks stickers. Cute Finderworks stickers. Yo, Godream, thank you so much for the sub. Oh, it's Quinella. Thank you so much for gifting Godream a sub. I love Flounderworks. But yeah, I love these stickers. I'm gonna put these on like my bottle or something. Okay, put those to the side for now. Here, just put one here. And we have the board. So nothing there. All right, let's take out this thing here. We have a cloth. Yes. Wicked. Wood TV. Thank you so much for the sub. Come back for 3 months. Yo, Quinella, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Alright. Woo, I'm like shaking myself. I'm shaking. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's go. Please accept my paltry sum of 90 bits. Thank you so much, Milk. Thank you. Thank you so much for the 90 bits. So today we have a Caustic Customs Anodizing worked N- by Finderworks in a Kintsugi finish. So it has a very cool marble on the gray and black, and it's like a monochrome marble with obviously the typical Kintsugi style, which is the breaking of pieces. It's like a breaking apart of pieces, and some nice touches here by Caustic Customs. So for instance, what I really liked was that he basically put some gold on the teeth, on the blockers for the wind keyless, which is a really nice touch. It's almost like he deliberately did this. Yeah. So this is the back. This is the side. And this is the butt. Look at that. Look at that beautiful Andash logo and the finish on the back. So as you can tell, I have a little bit warmer lighting on the left of my left, and then a little cooler lighting on the right. So you can imagine what it will look like in natural lighting. It's gonna be somewhere in the middle. Yeah. Alright. So that's the big reveal for today, and as promised, I will update the command for the build. So let me do that right now. I have it prepared. You should try it now. You should try exclamation build from now on. Better be putting some CRP on this thing in true Finderworks tradition. Okay, that'll be in the consideration. Lightning, you are be my favorite build of yours. You're not finished. I haven't even started. Just reading back. Is it a tofu? Yes. It's a Caustic Customs anodized tofu. You mean salve? I have to take that out of my keyboard then. If I'm gonna get salve. Maybe I could do that. I could do salve. I'll have to go get it. Joe Cool Bob, okay, got to see N-Dash, now I go sleep. Okay, thank you so much, Joe Cool Bob, for stopping by. Well, you guys can vote later on what key set you guys want to see. Alright, so that's that. Let's get the plate out. Cats woke me up at 6:30 a.m. No accent Honeywell would look great. Well, I only have one set of Honeywell, so I would have to go get the rest of the pieces too. All right. Can I get that anode done on my KVD8X? You can. It would be expensive. What the heck, early stream? Yes, so this stream is for all the Australians out there watching. Australians and New Zealanders. Nice bottom row there. Sangan OP. Yeah, of course, it's the only way to do the bottom row for 60s, in my opinion. Also EU friendly, indeed. It is. So when I chose the times, I figured that this was the best time I could pick, because first of all, if I did it late at night in my time, it would be early morning. It would be in the day for people in Oceania, and like it would be like they would be working probably. So busy time for them. Maybe not for me. I mean, like, that would catch a lot of the NA crew, but that would also miss all of EU as well. So I thought that was rather inconvenient. So I went for the morning slot instead. Let's get this aside. Alright, so there's the bottom. It's an N-Dash Best Friend Edition. Well, I think all the N-Dashes out there are Best Friend Editions anyway. Too bad I'm not anyone's best friend, apparently. I'm not anyone's best friend, right? So sad. So there's Best Friend Edition, there's the N-Dash logo. Huge bottom weight. Like, this is all that peeks out on the bottom, but this is on the other side. Huge weight. Very heavy. Best friend, my heart. That's it. Not a best friend in keyboards, though. Just kidding. So obviously you can see that there's some smudging, but that's natural because of the anodizing. There's some markings here, of course. But I can see that Caustic Customs tried his best to keep the board intact on the inside, whereas on the outside you would still get the Kintsugi anodizing. So I think this is a nice touch, because like he could have just also had the inside done, but I think it would have been uneven with like all the corners and stuff. So this is pretty good. You won't see the inside anyway, exactly. So there's that too. Yo, PRJCT0, hello. Didn't realize how much bigger the weight is compared to Corsa. Yeah, it's much bigger, for sure. So anyway, gonna put that away for a second, and we can, looks like it uses Phillips. So the plate is also indeed anodized. Personal build? No, it's not a personal build. This is a custom client build for someone all the way in the other side of the world. How good is top mount? Top mount is great. I love top mount. I wish it was a personal build. Yes, I wish. Yeah, it's like I could do a custom anodized thing, but it's not in my sights, I guess. It's like not within my interest. I guess more so for me is the spending the money part. It's like I have to spend like half a grand to get this anodized in this way. It's like totally worth it, like after like seeing it, but at the same time, I'm kind of cheap. So just hit me with a silver or gray TKL and I'm good. I don't need Caustic Customs anodized keyboards all the time. Just don't think about the cost. Yeah, don't think about the cost. No need to think about the cost. I tell myself that every day. I think you'll be fine. If it's just one board, it's fine. I have too many boards. If I just sold all the boards I had, no problem. You know? You could just not send the N-Dash back to... But it's so special. It looked like lightning on the board, so I thought it was personal. Ah, yeah, I know. It's like perfect, right? It's like lightning. It's like lightning edition. Time to walk over to Duke's apartment. Are you that close by though? To walk over? I don't think I live close by enough to walk over. I'm pretty far out. Alrighty. So that's the plates. So as you can see, it's I like some touches on this plate, meaning that, for example, there's no wind key versions of this board, I believe. So that's why the plate is like this. Basically, this part is just cut out for like a sound or something like that. But it's wind keyless only. Has the south. Is it south space facing? Actually, it seems to support either north or south facing, but has the OTD style cutout here. It allows for split right shift, allows for cap step or regular caps, split backspace, and the rest is fixed. Has some like cuts over here at the nav cluster. This is kind of neat. This part over here still holds this part together while having some extra cutouts. Caustic fucked our plates up. Huh? What do you mean? But anyway, this is pretty nice. It's really nice. So let's take out the PCB. So I actually already tested the PCB. It's gonna be working on VIA and QMK. It's already flashed with the VIA hex file, but if you're in doubt, we can always double check. And I have the VIA thing right here. Wait a sec. Is it? All right, there we go. So there it is, H88. It's already configured. I already tested the whole matrix, so it should be fine. But it's detected, so it should work just fine on VIA. Okay. QC passed. Yeah. Looks like the board also passes the QC. Alright, so we have some... Oh, so now it's the second time to announce something. So the switches that we're working with today, right, are gonna be H1 switches. So these were lubed with G1 GHV4 formula, which is it's basically like about as thick as 205. Maybe a little thicker, maybe about the same, but pretty thick formula, like Krytox mix essentially. Come on. And then these have these switch films that I've seen for the first time today. These are called Idyllic Thicc switch films, or Thicc Idyllic switch films. Idyllic is actually a community member in Australia. So I read about him a little bit before I start the stream. So it's a small designer in Australia. They make different keyboard part products, and so I wanted to show you guys the website where you can find all these products. And so here you can go to keyboardtreehouse.com. So if you go to keyboardtreehouse.com, here it says proudly supporting Australian keyboard makers. Find out more. There's like updates, they're like talking about their Dawn 60, Constellation, and XT65, etc. Praxis. They have a bunch of products here, like in-stock items for Australian products here. And if you go here to makers, they have a Discord of course. If you go here to makers, there's AE boards, which is Eric's. And then Idyllic Ivory boards, who made the Praxis, Laser Ninja, who's making stands and among other things, like a bunch of laser cut items. So if we go to Idyllic here, Idyllic here has like a bunch of different products. So acrylic peripherals, and they're located in Brisbane. And there's like vial holders, there's like switch holders. There's small 60% acrylic kits and acrylic Alice and so on. And so these are the switch films that we have here today. So these are called Thicc Idyllic switch films, Designer Gold Edition. So there's 106 pieces of 0.23 millimeter thick films. and so they have an adhesive backing, which makes installation less fiddly. So they're kind of more like stickers if they have an adhesive backing. But all in all, it's the first time I've ever seen gold switch stickers, switch films, like switch stickers. So this is pretty cool. I think it's really nice to see like new products like these, even though it's like, I mean, like people would say like, why reinvent the wheel? But when you sort of like make something kind of like in a unique look like the gold, I think it's a nice touch. So just a shout out to Idyllic, who's out there in Australia, and making these new like peripherals and like accessories, and all the Australian makers out there. So yeah, so do check out Keyboard Treehouse though. They have a lot of cool stuff. So like if you go to keyboards, for example, I suppose they're out already, but they used to have like a Timo 50 Treehouse edition. Like they sell like XE65 stuff. Like they sell a bunch of cool stuff here. So just like do check out Keyboard Treehouse. They do really nice work, and like more importantly, it's kind of like in solidarity along with the Australian community. So I do think that this is really nice, especially because it's like sets a new precedent for them. So yeah, do check out keyboardtreehouse.com. And yeah, so yeah, great that the Aussie community really gets around supporting each other. Exactly, that's the whole point. So yeah, these have stock springs, looped very nicely actually. They feel pretty nice. So yeah. Anyway, so those are the switches we're using today. Let's see, and then we have some Durock staffs. So let's take those out. Let's see. So left shift, right shift, enter, backspace, and spacebar, and the inserts for them. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So exactly the number we need, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Cool. All the screws. I'll put the screws in the back for now. Actually, no, I'll just put them aside. And then we have the wires. If you need to address something to me, just make sure to tag me, because I don't see it. There's chat seems more active than usual today. So we have our steps, wires, and a bunch of washers here. Not coming out. I think one just fell over. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, that's what Australians do. That's fine. Alright, so we need a 7U wire. Okay, so just put one of them away. Alright, so we can, yeah, I'll just use this as actually, have some 205 grade 0. I don't know, why was that held? Oh, it's just auto moderator stuff. There's no D in street, only D in avenue. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need these later. Diego spec stabs. I hope to not disappoint. Also, one thing to keep in mind is that stabs, for some reason, during the trip back to places, they can get a little bit out of sync. I don't know why. Maybe it's the humidity or the temperature changes, but something to keep in mind. But I'll try my best to make them up to par. If anything, I always touch up stabs after builds too, like after build streams. I make sure that they're okay. So yeah, I mean, I do spend a little time just testing things out afterwards. Going to suck. Anyway, so we're just gonna lube our stabs with Krytox 205 grade 0. I normally lube both sides of the inside of the housing, as well as where the wire passes through. That's sort of what I do. I pretty much lube every surface that might have contact. I only do it because I've just noticed that for stabs, being a little bit more generous is okay. Of course, you don't want globs of lube on there, and so you just, you know, like, it won't slow down the travel unless you're really putting too much of it. And I would rather have a non-rattly stab than have something that could potentially make any noise outside of the keystroke itself. What's your daily driver there? The keyboard here is going to be that's a key cult number 160 revision 1. You can do exclamation keyboard, my bad. Exclamation keyboard to see the specs of the keyboard that I'm currently using. I built that I built that 2 days ago. What a good time for a stream. I'm building a keyboard right now, even though it's 1 AM here in New Zealand. Oh wow, I see. Yeah, sorry for the people in New Zealand. The best I could do was adjust to Eastern time in Australia. Any earlier, it would have been, I mean, it would have been possible to do earlier, actually. I just didn't feel too comfortable with it myself. I don't want to be like sleepy doing this, you know. I want to do a good job of it. So speaking of lube, it's time to work. Gotta be comfy, brother. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. NZ doesn't exist, you're good, man. That's so toxic. Yo, good morning, Truck Z. All these people coming in who haven't seen the end dash yet. Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe I'll leave the top on the side so people can at least see the little bit of it. So for those who haven't seen, this is the top piece of the end dash. Which keycap set is that on my main keyboard? It's Gmk Honeywell. Gmk Honeywell. Like that, maybe? Does that work? That at least puts this on the screen for you guys to see. It's a little bit too close to the edge for me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I wish I had a wider desk. Oh, actually a deeper desk. So I would love to have a desk that's like deeper that way. But I guess I have to upgrade for that. It's a lot of work though. I don't have that much room either. That's the woes of living in New York City. Is that you only get so much space for so much money. Actually, well, it's more than doable. Actually, it wouldn't be a problem. I just have to spend the money to upgrade. Like I would have to get rid of these desks that I have. I would have to set everything back up. And you would have to get. I would probably do the IKEA butcher block plus legs sort of combo. I think that's probably the best and cheapest way to do it, to get something nice and large, for a desk. And so. Yeah, it would just take time and money. I don't have a car to go to IKEA, so I would have to ask somebody for help. So that it's just complicated for me right now. Could arrange for delivery, but that's also like costly. It's just a lot of labor. Paying for labor is very expensive here. Is street food not pretty cheap, pretty good? Street food is actually decently cheap, and it's pretty good in general. So food in general, I think that it can be, there's like all the way like to the bottom, like cheap and like decent, like pretty good. But then there's like all the way up to the top to like, you know, like Michelin star and that kind of stuff. Like that's kind of New York for you. It's very competitive in that sense, like the food industry here. So like, it's very hard to find something bad because it's so fiercely competitive, right? Like people who don't make good food will get kicked out due to competition, because like other people are gonna be doing better for the same price. So yeah, chicken over rice. Oh yeah, I'm more of a lamb over rice person, to be honest, with a lot of white sauce and some hot sauce. But that's just me. Chicken over rice is good, but I feel like the chicken normally is drier than lamb, so I don't like it too much. Want to try a hot dog from a New York hot dog stand before I die? You should visit. Let me know if you visit though. If any of you guys visit, you should let me know, because I wouldn't mind. I mean, I've toured around a lot here, but wouldn't mind exploring the city a bit. Chicago deep dish before I die. Sorry, New York. Pizza in New York I think is better than deep dish, to be honest with you. Deep dish is kind of meh. Deep dish ain't pizza? Yeah, I feel like deep dish is more like a different kind of meal almost. No offense to Chicagoans, any Chicagoans out there, but deep dish is good. Don't get me wrong. All pizza is really good, and deep dish is particularly good. But I prefer the thin style anyway, like just for both convenience of eating as well as like flavor and like kind of like texture and everything. Like you can get that crispy bottom, but not burnt, right? Yeah, deep dish is good. Like it has a bite to it and all, but yeah, it's just not for me. Deep dish is a pasta. Yeah, it's basically like a lasagna. Hola, Diego. Hello. Hello, Tokayo. How are you, my friend? Good morning. Best Chicago pizza I've ever had is Quads. Okay, we'll travel from Sweden to get a tour. New York is a nice place to visit though. a lot of things to see just walking around. I personally suggest if you're gonna be coming to New York at some point to visit, just walk the city. Like, you know, you don't have to look at everything. Like, you don't have to go to Rockefeller. Like, you don't have to go to, like, you don't have to necessarily see the Statue of the Liberty from up close, because honestly the ferry kind of sucks. I mean, I know ferry's okay, but it's just people and tourists. But I mean, I think the city's charm is more so just walking around and like grabbing food and drinking, and going to bars, and yeah, just like hanging out. There's so much to do and so much to see. There's always a lot of people too, so wasting $80 if you do the tour and stuff, yeah, totally. It's such a waste of money. I agree with that. Penguin droppings. I live across the George Washington Bridge when moving to Portland soon. Oh wow, really? Bobby McBobby. I live in Washington Heights, so I'm pretty close to you actually. Lagrange like the ZZ Top song. Most of the free stuff in New York City can just be walking around. Yeah, exactly. Most of the good stuff in New York is just walking around, really. Like, Midtown and below, and then, like, you can just, like, walk by Central Park / like, maybe, like, Upper East or Upper West side. And then after that, like, I mean, you could go to, like, Harlem and stuff. There's, like, pretty good soul food stuff there, too. But it's a little further out, so, and it's more residential, I would say, compared to like Midtown or downtown or even Brooklyn. So yeah, and then if you want like good Asian food, I personally do recommend going to Queens. Although like there is like Chinatown in Manhattan, and there's a lot of stuff here too. So live in Long Island. Oh yeah, Singapore. Healthcare isn't actually a fee because we pay 40 to 60, 50% tax of our income. Oh, I see. That's like Denmark. Prefer Flushing for Asian food? Yeah, Flushing's way better for Asian food. Like there's no question. Like Flushing and Bayside, it's the much better Asian food in general in New York. But it's far, at least for me. It's preferable that you have a car, that you live close by. Like if you live in Brooklyn, like it's totally fine. But still a way out. You far boy? Yeah, I mean that's because I work over here too. So I think if I would probably live like in maybe like in Astoria or like in Queens if I lived elsewhere. Are guns allowed in New York City? No guns. The laws around guns and knives and anything open carry is very strict in New York. Very, very strict. Currently Forest Hills. Wasn't Chelsea. People be wilding out there. Moved out ASAP. Oh yeah, Chelsea. Yeah. I personally would not live like Midtown, downtown. It's like if it like downtown, maybe I would live all the way down, like Vidai, but it's super expensive there. But so otherwise, I would just get out of there. Honestly, I would be like in Brooklyn or some other places. Yeah. What about on my address? What do you mean? Born in New York City, raised in Florida. Oh, that's cool. Moved there when there were Chelsea bombings across my building. Oh my god. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you, Dutchmaster. Also depends what you work. Like what depends on what your work is, right? In general, like depending on what you work in, like where you live and stuff. Also, some people, like I know, especially like people who are like in tech and stuff, they seem to not be able to tolerate a commute, and like a 30 or 45-minute commute is like pretty normal for a New Yorker. I am very lucky to live like 20 minutes from my workplace. so yeah. Honeywell looking nice. I still need to get it myself. You should totally get it. You should get a set. Socialite. But yeah, long commutes, pretty normal for any New Yorker because everything runs through the metro system. I'll be visiting New York in a few months after a little bit for this stuff after all this calms down. Yeah, just going to corner street hot dogs. LOL. Yeah, I agree. Oof. A commute for me is 1 hour 45 minutes on a good day. Whew, that's 3.5. That's 3.5 hours commuting in one day. That's a lot because if you work 8 hours minimum, that's 11. That's like basically half of your day just taken through work related reasons, including like getting ready and whatnot. It's even longer than that. Yeah, that's rough. Any commute longer than like an hour 15 minutes it's really tough. I've done it before and it's just rough. Alert to the city, 15 minutes easy, nice. But yeah, anything longer than like an hour and 15 minutes to commute is just ugh. Like you really get to dread the day, my opinion. Like even though I could like listen to all the podcasts and audiobooks and whatever, like on the train or on like the bus or whatever I would take when I commuted more, it's nice, but I really would dread how like tired I would get and stuff just from commuting. Also, like people kind of suck out there sometimes, like, you know, especially when you're commuting and there's like a ton of people. It just sucks. I love the train. No, I mean I love the train too, but I don't. It doesn't mean I enjoy everything about it. There's just times when you're like, ugh, like something smells bad, or there's too many people, or people are being irrational and uncomfortable. Yeah, just nope. It's showtime. It's so true. Oh man. Yeah, you should. But anyway, yeah, life in the city is interesting to say, at least. It's just like, I like it though. I mean, even despite all the discomforts that can be from living in the city, I personally enjoy living in the city. There's a lot to do and a lot of things to see all the time. Always, like, if you're hanging out with friends, there's always something cool. So personally, I like that. Also, I live in a more residential neighborhood, so for me, actually, it doesn't affect me so much. Like, people are like, oh, isn't it so loud and crowded and all that? It's like, yeah, the city is, it's like in general, but if you don't live like right there where everything is, like in Midtown or like, you know, like downtown and stuff, like it's okay. It's not that bad. Imagine you're just sitting on the train after a draining day of bullshit and then you get kicked in the face on the subway. Ooh, it's showtime. I like living here when it's not COVID season. Yeah, for sure. Alas. Yeah, living in a dense area when it's COVID season, not the best thing, huh? Imagine owning N-Dash. I don't own it, so it's not mine. good morning, Zekin. How are you doing today? How's your weekend been? I mean, not that I feel like weekends are not as different as weekdays nowadays. They kind of blend with each other, but it is still a weekend, so you get to take a break from work a little bit, I guess. Hope it's going well. Just chilling, drinking some iced coffee. Yeah, that's the shit. Yeah, same here actually. I have a nice coffee over there. Although I actually ran out of beans, coffee beans, and oh, I mistakenly put this the opposite way around. And so I ordered some more, but hasn't shipped yet. I thought I was on time for the new roasting batch, but I guess I missed it by a few hours, and so I have to wait for the next batch, which probably should ship out tomorrow. But yeah, I'm out of beans, which is sad. Got a batch of cold brew steeping. What kind of beans do you like? I like anything like medium or dark roast. I like Ethiopian. I like nutty flavors as well as like some like if I'm doing like a morning coffee, I do like a little bit of fruity flavors, but not too much. Like kind of like something like a, I mean not like a breakfast blend per se, but something that's like on the lighter side. But I just drink everything black anyway, so that's why. And then later, maybe I like something darker. I like Ethiopian a lot, though. Ethiopian's probably my favorite. Cold brew too efficient? Yeah, too inefficient? Yeah, I agree with that. Cold brew is very inefficient. I just do Japanese iced coffee. Yeah, which is just I just do Chemex for everything, almost everything. I used to do Chemex and Chemex for everything nowadays, and then I used to do like AeroPress and yeah, mostly AeroPress actually before. What shop do you go to for coffee beans? I normally order online, but sometimes I'll buy local. Like, yeah, like Intelligentsia and like other places would sell some coffee. There's some other places here in New York that do sell decent coffee. Send me a link. Sure. You can. I mean, I'll just give you some names. Like, there's like Happy Mug Coffee, which is pretty cheap. It's like $9 for the bag of coffee, or like $8. There's Happy Mug, there's like Counterculture, Tectonic, there's a lot. I would personally go for something like Third Wave. Expensive Hobbies Anonymous, yeah, this is basically what it is. Yeah, this is very true. But yeah, I don't, cold coffee, I don't get the brew, haha, what? So much crossover between coffee and keyboards, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like audio files and cars and like PC people, like expensive battle station shit. Like that stuff has also a lot of overlap. Mechanical pens, right, or something like that. Mechanical head pens, like people who are like into audio and pens and like fountain pens and shit, and keyboards as well. Yeah. We like the input. Irving Farm? Yeah, Irving Farm is alright. Some coffee? Yeah, some coffees, I've tried that too. Happy Mug is the Tata 68 of coffee? Yeah, exactly. It's like cheap and pretty good. No pro in custom keyboards. But is there much different feeling between lubed GAT blacks versus black ink? No. I'll be honest, no. Not really. If you're lubing them anyway, it's really not that bad. I mean, it's really not that different between Gatorons and Gat inks or whatever. That's my opinion, though. Like, I'm not as picky. If it's smooth enough and you're lubing them anyway, like, it's good enough. Yeah. Why aren't you in voice chat? Not the first time. I think he might be in voice chat somewhere else. With all the Aussies. I'm in bed. Oh, that makes sense though. It is already like 11:30 in Australia now. So apologize for those who it's late for them or they have to work tomorrow. I know that I started like at 10:30 your time, so it's not early for sure. Could put this on TV in bed and let lightning's Jose tones serenade me to sleep. Thank you, thank you. The night is young. The night is indeed young. Want to buy TV next to bed so I can let lightning. I mean, I just do that with my phone, honestly. Like, I sometimes just watch Twitch on my phone or whatever. I just leave it next to me. I just turn on Crypt to go to bed, to go to sleep? Really? What? He's not that fun to watch in my opinion, but that's just me. Hearthstone is resident sleeper. Okay, that is a very true statement. Hearthstone is a super resident sleeper kind of game. Pay to win. I don't need to sleep for work tomorrow, and that's more important. I agree with that. I would agree. I'll do the same. I don't use silent switches. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I don't really like silent switches myself. We're in Serico's silence. I didn't like that fact, so I didn't get them. Regular linears are way better than silent switches. Silent switches kind of suck. Honestly, the only time I would use silent switches is like if I really just require something completely quiet, and like it's often not the case. Like I don't really need something that quiet. Also, I don't really care for people who would be like, oh, it's so loud. It's like, that's not true. You're probably louder when you're like on the phone or like whatever, doing something on your desk. It's like, I see you. Or like, oh, you know what I hate? Those fucking MacBook. The people who like tap with their nails almost on their like ass MacBook keyboards. I'm like, ugh. Those office keyboards might think, where you might think you need something silent, aren't very silent at all. I agree. Even the rubber domes are not silent at all. you try silent switches on your until the keyboard typing sounds like boiling water. I do have switches like that. I have a batch of silent linears that are pretty much dead quiet. I have them on my Timo, one of my Timos. Actually, I took Timos. Looking forward to trying out some more U4 switches. I have no idea what U4 switches are. What the hell are U4 switches? Are those like new Durocks or something? Okay, well, going with stabs for now. My office got new keyboards and they all use MX Blues. Ooh, U4s are silent tactile stems. So I see. Ooh, that sucks. All MX Blue keyboards in an office. Ooh, ugh. Gross. That's so bad. That is terrible. It's okay. Just take your linear keyboard and type away, and everyone will be like, "Oh, dude, yours is so quiet and so nice. Can I try it out?" And you're like, "No." Just don't use clickies, and you'll be fine. Yeah, the scissor switches, yeah, so bad. Or butterfly switches, yeah, butterfly switches. One of my coworkers recently realized how loud his blues were. Yeah. Gotta drop alt with Halo something. Halos I think are tactiles, but yeah, they can be loud. That's the thing. The thing about keyboard typing for me, especially like in office settings and so on, is that people who like smash their keyboards. Like, I'm just like, do you need to do that? Do you need to do that to type? Like, can't you just bottom out normally? It's like, I think the answer is no, but you know. I heard, I was forewarned today that the plate might be a little tight, so we'll see how tight it is. Oh yeah, I forgot about the... Wait, do I need these? Yeah, I think I do, because this is 1.2 millimeters or something like that. So if I'm gonna use these, then I'm not gonna use the washers. I don't need them. I won't need them because I'm gonna put them on the underside. Big brain. Cool. Suck him into this money sink. Yes, I approve that message. Slide him in ogres to try out for the day, and then he'll be hooked, and then he'll be like, "Hey, can I have one of those keyboards that you made?" And then they'll be like, "Yeah, sure." And then next thing you know, it's like, "Oh, want to sell a mech market." Sorry. Clearly, I don't trust people. I forgot about the pandemic. I've been working out of a home office for too long. Yeah. The hostage KFE. Oh yeah, that's right. The workplace KFE. Yo, Whitening, what ALP switches do you prefer? I actually I've tried blues, neon greens, linear greens, orange, salmon, brown, and out of all those, I prefer, for clicky, I prefer the blues, and for tactiles, I prefer orange because they're not too heavy. Browns have a very heavy return. Spring swapping will not do anything to brown Alps, by the way, FYI. It'll just, the return is still the same because the resistance coming from the leaf and not the spring. So even if you use lighter springs on brown Alps, it won't make a difference. I personally recommend orange Alps though. Smooth orange Alps are the shit. Really nice. It's my go-to for Alps. Pretty much my only switch at this point that I would use for Alps other than blue Alps for clicky switches. Dang, that's nice to hear. Not gonna lie, less of an issue because I still haven't got my Jmk to CE. I see. Oh yeah, I do want to build a KFE with alu plate, but I don't have an alu plate because also my Jmk to CE alu plate has not shipped. I got my Jmk to CE, but I never got the extra PCB and alu plate. I also never got my extra PCB and brass plate for Jane, and I am also owed a weight for the Jmk to CE because mine was wrong. So yeah, I still gotta bug Yutzi for that, but I don't want to bug him because there's always people bugging him, and I hate bugging people when they're already bugged out with other people's requests. I hate doing it. It's just like adding on to the pile. It makes me feel like I'm making their day worse. I hate it. I also hate bugging Yutzi specifically. Yeah, I don't like it. That plate is sick, I agree. What stabs are these? These are Durock stabs. These are clear Durock stabilizers. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to clip one of these probably. But yeah, these are clear Durock stabs looped with Krytox grade 205 grade 0. What switches are you going to use? You can just type exclamation build and you'll have all of the info you need. Is 2.5 grade 0 a better result than dielectric grease stuff used for stabs? Yeah, I personally find it more convenient than dielectric grease. I used dielectric grease or super lube for a long time. I personally prefer the consistency of 2.5 grade 0. It's just easier to apply, and also it doesn't gunk up a lot. So that's why I like it. It is more expensive, however, so if that's a concern to you, then I personally suggest, like, you know, you can stick to dielectric grease just fine. Just be aware that they're different. They behave a little bit differently, but yeah, no. All in all, you can get good stabs with even with dielectric. Like, that's not won't be a problem in that sense. Oh, okay, this should fit fine. Where did the back plate come from then? I haven't seen them before. What back plate? Oh, these little thingies. So these little shimmy thingies, they basically are for thinner PCBs. So the Heine H88 PCB is a thinner PCB, I believe. So it comes with these shims to install for the stabs, because you need to make up for the space that for these to actually clip in properly into the PCB, the thickness rather. So yeah, that's what they're for. Awesome, thanks. Bought my first board, KVD67 MK2, so I'm getting everything else prepared. That's good. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't mind answering questions. People are always like, oh, I'm asking a newbie question, and you know, like, that's the whole point of streaming, at least for me. It's like, yeah, I'm here to answer the questions and to interact with people. But if it were like, you know, if you're PMing me like for questions and like it's something that you can look up easily, then probably you should do your homework first, and then you can ask questions. Yeah, we all ask new questions once. Yeah, exactly. We all ask new questions once at some point. Hey, Anthraxion, hello. Or Anthrax Ion, maybe. What was my first keyboard? Well, if you're actually talking about my first mech in general, I got a keyboard. I got a Cooler Master, Quickfire Ultimate from my brother for with MX Browns. I used that full-size one for a while, but this was like before I started lurking mechanical keyboards. And then I started lurking in mechanical keyboards after a friend of mine in college sort of made me more aware of it. And then I pretty much lurked. I actually was into vintage stuff back then, so I actually was like going to like e-dumps to like look for like typewriters or like random like PC or keyboard parts and stuff. I was not aware of the mechanical keyboard scene at all though. But then later on, when I moved for work, I became more aware of the scene, and I got my first keyboard then. I guess I got a Tata 68 from a friend back then, but I don't really count that as my first, really, because that was still like before the community was a thing for me. The first keyboard I got after that was a Nova Touch. It was a Cooler Master Nova Touch, and I got an HHKB at the same time as well. So Topre was actually my first like love affair, quote unquote, you know, like my first like deep interaction with keyboards. And then later on I started getting into like more custom stuff. I got like a what did I get? I got a Duck Octagon afterwards, V1, which I still own. Actually, I still own most of my first few keyboards. Yeah. Okay, so the stabs are all done. You can see these are the shims on the stabs. They're all screwed in. I'd rather wait for someone to run CRP Sav instead of paying $600, $800 for the OG version. Yeah, I agree with that. The reason I have the OG version is because I got a B-stock one with, and I also traded for it, I think, if I recall. So it wasn't bad. Okay, so this plate, it is indeed a little bit tighter. Okay, my hope now is that even if it's tight, it doesn't interact with the stabs, so that makes it travel any less efficient. Oh, no, actually, it's a little tight, but it doesn't. So when plates are tight on the stabs, the only time you should be concerned is if the plate is so tight that it's squeezing on the walls laterally, like this way, kind of like squishing the walls of the stab. If that's what's happening, you might have your stab kind of be affected by the plate, and you'll start noticing that the travel of the stab is gonna be affected. Like you'll feel like roughness or like some form of like scratchiness. Tulip gang, tulip. I have tulip, yeah. I don't mind some crooked caps. Yeah, me neither, honestly. People complain all about that in R1, and I like my R1 sets for CRP. Oh yeah, if you have questions about CRP, I can answer a lot of that, because I worked with Hammer and a few things. Green Hebrew gang represent. Yeah, Green Hebrew is great. I actually looked for Green Hebrew for a long time, and then I finally got it later. Trade for an R1 APL set should be here soon. Nice. I actually sold an APL set. I sold a few things not long ago, because I replaced them with R2 sets, I believe. I'm gonna rant a little bit. So someone just messaged me telling me that so yesterday there was a post that went up on Mech Market that was saying want to trade a silver Matrix 1.2 OG for a Polaris, AIO3 Polaris, and I PM'd because I have a Polaris, right? And I told them like, hey, I have a Polaris, it's already built. Here's the build stream that I built in. Like it has like vintage blacks, like it has like loop stabs, whatever. I have an extra PCB, extra brass plate, extra palm plate. It has a palm plate right now. Like have an extra half alu plate coming in. You know, you got all these things. And then I just got a message from a friend of mine who said like I also PM2 and I got a reply back, and they're asking for $500 on top of a Polaris to trade for it, and like they want a trade of a Polaris plus $500 for a Matrix 1.2 OG, of which there's like thousands out there. I'm like, bro, 1-to-1 trade, you know? Like, really? Like, I don't care if that's a TKL. They're about the same price retail. 1.2 OGs were not that expensive either, by the way. Anyway, just a rant. It's just so dumb. It's like, why do people do that? More alu, more expense! Oof, lag? Oh, am I dropping frames today? I don't think I'm dropping frames today so much. You should try refreshing your browser if you're seeing frame drops. But I'll check my broadcast quality right now. It seems fine right now. I haven't been dropping any frames, so if you're experiencing any lag, you might try refreshing. Anyway, I thought it was silly. I do want a 1.2 OG to try out. I've never tried the 1.2 OG. I've tried 2.0, 2.2. I've typed on like an Able before. I don't like the aesthetic of the Noah or the Able X and all those. They look too square and too weird to me. I like simple stuff. How is the 1.2 OG going for 900 when it was going for 600 like 2 months ago? I know, it's weird. On Mech Market it says pretty much an even trade. Yeah, it's so dumb. Why are your friends telling you that to reduce the competition? I doubt it. I mean, if they did say that, then you know, I'll call out said friend, being like, hey, don't say, like, don't tell me lies. But yeah. Insane though. I think I sold my 1.2 OG for 900, included a GMK set, so that's different. If you like, you know, let's say like GMK set's like $180 or something, right? Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. if they were to do an international 2.0 ADD GB, they make bank. So Subcat, I did hear that Matrix Lab is planning to open up in the United States at some point. So they're trying to open up internationally. So they're ready to make bank. I mean, they own the manufacturing part, so like, it's not hard. All they need is to figure out the logistics of doing international, which I think is something in process, because there is a huge financial opportunity for them to fill the demand of that. So in my opinion, it's like no-brainer to go for that, like to open up a shop in the United States to manage all the logistics of international buys in North America, because North America is easily the you know, the most demand in terms of like worldwide. Like, yeah. Spacebar spacer is loosening. Oh, you're right. My bad. Thanks. I messed up, not tightened it earlier. Thank you for the heads up. Let's double check these. I only do barely finger tight for my stabs, so that's probably why. But the reason why you do that is because when you have tight plates, or when you have either tight plates or what should I call it, like tolerance issues on stabs, such as like in cherry ones recently, it's better to not tighten too much, because it allows for a little bit of like wobble, which can which can help with the tighter tolerances. So yeah. Imagine having a brain so big you put the MCU on an M.2 daughter board. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Modular MC out of control, yeah. Yeah, the internals of 2.0 ADD are pretty crazy. Yeah. But yeah, if y'all got a 1.2, I'll buy it for not stupid prices. How's everyone morning going? Hey Stash Builds, how are you doing today? Going alright. Does it have cable route? Hey Vaughn, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. Do H1s have fat pins? Slightly, but not too bad. Not too bad. The thick films make them a little bit fat. Yeah, it's not bad though. It's not that bad. If I die from COVID, I'll give you my Navy swap. Thank you, Milk. That's very kind of you. I hope nothing like that ever happens to you. Thank you though. Thank you. Yeah, anyway, testing stabs now. So let's put some switches in the stabs. Just making sure that they're flush, so just taking my extra time to make sure that's the case. Nice and flush, nice and flush. And since, anyway, let's start testing some Gmk stuff first. What do the films look like? Can you open a switch? Sure, why not? I mean, I showed it earlier. Actually, I'm just gonna show it to you on Chrome. So it's on the website. It's on Keyboard Treehouse. You can look up here. I'm gonna post it in chat. That's what they look like. They're just gold. Yeah. Hey Juan, hello. Thank you so much for the sub, for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome back for 4 months. Yeah, so that's what they look like, Avery. Do check out their Australian products. Pretty awesome that they have new things. Singapore, Toki, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Is this the first time you're subbing? Welcome, welcome. Alright, so where was I? Yeah, stats. Let's start with the shifts. Common do the clicky thing? What clicky thing? What? Alright, let's just move the mic a little closer here. Sounds okay. No rattle. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, no pre-click, pre-travel clicking. Turn off the see for just a second. Sounds okay. Maybe a little touch on the right side of the enter. Just keep a note on that. So I'm actually gonna take this off. Backspace. Where do you buy that foam from? It just came in like from a package. Okay, that sounds okay. So just a little touch of lube on the right side at the end, I think. Where's my brush? Where's my brush? Never heard of those. Never heard of those switch films. Are they acrylic? You can look it up. It says PMMA, I think, for the material. So just look up that terminology, and you should know. No, but they're idyllic. Ayo. Happy Sunday, Lightning. Oh, hey, more coffee, please. How are you doing, man? Good to see you. Good morning, and happy Sunday indeed. Yo, Mendez, hello. One of my favorite YouTubers out there for keyboards. Love your videos, man. When's the new one coming out? When's the Sulgi one coming out? Huh? Edit more quickly, please. Shoot more. Leak? What do you mean leak? You literally posted on your profile. All right, spacebar stab. Here comes a real one, the tough one. I hope that whoever owns this board doesn't flip their space bars, because I hate flipping space bars. Is that a Kintsugi plate? LOL, yes it is. Alright, stabs are done, but I know that TKLs are pretty prone to be used with CRP, so I'm gonna actually use some CRP spacebars and mods to test, because I think that's fair, because they're different. They behave differently for the spacebar especially. So we're gonna test some CRP on it too. As expected, the spacebar is tougher. That's because they're PBT, and so the tolerances are a little bit off for PBT sometimes because of the warping. So as expected, this spacebar feels a little bit heavier, although it doesn't rattle. So not rattling is already a good sign. But depending on the spacebar, it might be a little bit different. Every set has a bit different spacebar for PVT stuff. Logging off. Good day, everyone. Sounds good, Anthrax, Ion. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, that seems okay to me. I have some CRP mods here. You can try these, guys. Wait, actually, these are R1 mods. Let's try some R2 mods. Is there a huge difference between polycarb and alu boards? They do behave differently. Yeah, they are just different materials, so you should expect a different behavior for sure. Like sound? Yeah, sound. Yeah, sound and aesthetic especially. That seems okay. No, right side. Okay. The moss linears are basically H1s? Yeah, basically. They're more like alpacas, yeah. Okay, that's cool. So all I need to, all I need to work on is right side of this shift stab here again. Just needs a touch of lube at the end, because it seems to be clicking a little for PVT, which just means that it's not lubed enough. It doesn't mean that, but adding more lube helps. All good now. Okay, stabs are done, my friends. Stabs are done. This was more involved than usual. I normally don't do PVT at the same time. What's your opinion on that 1.5 backspace on being on two lines? I don't like it, but I can't. I don't care at this point. It's like even if I ask for something different, like there's like an originative set, there's no asking them anything. They do whatever the fuck they want. All right, so that's done. So let's put in more switches. This person lacks the critical information on N-Dash's main color. Spray paint a Tengu. You guys want to send me an N-Dash? Please? Spray painting a Tengu. You guys funny. Okay. Someone buck up and sell lightning your N-Dash. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Wood. It's fine. People like their boards. That's a good thing. Also, I mean, if they sell, they would be like, oh, but I'm missing out on so much money if I sell to Lightning, because Lightning's gonna ask me to sell cheap. It's true though, I would. Send this N-Dash to my address when you're done. I'll fix it with some spray paint and deliver it myself, don't worry. Sure. Alright. I want to sell N-Dash 9K. See? People like that. Turning on the AC again because it got hot again. Getting very hot and humid lately. Yeah, tell me about it. It's pretty bad. Although, I mean, it rained recently, so it took off a little bit of the humidity, but even that doesn't mean it's been super good either. So I'm gonna start talking about sponsors early today because there's so many. So if you guys haven't seen Canon Keys, you should head over to Canon Keys with my sponsor link. Canon Keys, it's like question mark equals reference Lightning, but basically on Canon Keys there is SA Mizu and GMK Bread on group buy. They both have some desk mats associated with them as well as other accessories. Do check out the Winter Hour desk mat by Minterly, as well as some Canon Keys logo pattern desk mats that are all on group buy until the end of the month. So yeah, Canon Keys. Next up we have Dixie-Mech. You can head over to dixiemech.com/lightning. And GMK Nuke Data is on group buy. Ow. GMK Pono is also on group buy. So GMK Nuke Data is a monochrome green key set with nuclear plant themed novelties. So like gamma and beta and that kind of stuff. So do check out Nuke Data if you're curious. Obviously for the Aussies out there, it's gonna be on Daily Clack. There's a Rama cap as well as a desk pad for that. For Dixie-Mech, we also have GMK Pono, designed by Sour, who also made the logo of my for my stream, for my Twitch. Oh, I see. It just didn't close on this part here. Please don't say green. 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 Should I say green again? Green. Oh yeah, this was green. It used to be green. Yeah, so GMK Pono is a cute set, cat-themed key set, organized by Sour KB. Sour is a designer, graphic designer in our community. And this is on Gmk.com/lightning until the middle of next month. It also has like 4 different desk pad designs as well as a couple of Rama keycaps. So do check out Gmk Pono. It's in stock colors, N9, which is the dark gray from Dolce and other key sets, and then 3C, which is the pinkish color from Gmk 909. So do check out Gmk. If you haven't read any the news about Bauer 2, Bauer 2 is going to be coming out soon for group buy. There's obviously going to be a Victory auction related to that as well if you're into that. But more details on Gmk's website. And then I'll cover Mint Autumn and then we'll talk about the other ones later. Mint Autumn is mintautumn.com. Head over there. If you go to their contact page, they also have a Discord channel invitation over there. Don't forget Gmk Minimal 2 on Gmk next week. Yeah. I'll talk about that after it's live. Stab Nathan Jim. As I was saying, mintautumn.com, they work on plastic cases, namely polycarbonate and ultra high molecular weight polyethylene. It's the same stuff that the inverse stems are made out of, but the Rukia is a polycarbonate Alice layout keyboard, whereas the ultra high molecular weight polyethylene stuff is going to be made later on. Jack Static, who is behind Mint Autumn, is working on it. So if you want more information on that, specifically on Irma, the upcoming TKL in polyethylene, that will be running through Mint Autumn as well. Y'all trolls. Y'all trolls. Hey Nathan, big fan. I recently got into high-end luxury mega zoom keyboards. I love the Keycaps number 2 TKL you built that one time. Unfortunately, I'm trying to feed me family daily. Much love from Brazil. Order a new mic arm finally? What you get? I've been using my Rode arm, so I think that's a better one anyway. The rest have been pretty... I've seen some of them in action and they're pretty iffy. Especially if you're using any heavy mics, or if you need like smooth motion on the arm. But there's some other stuff out there that's pretty decent. Blue Compass. Blue Compass is very nice. That's right, never mind. Brazil sounds beautiful for sure. I've never been to South America actually. I lived in Mexico most of my life, but I never visited South America because I couldn't. One day I wish to visit, to travel, of course, but yeah, I have friends down there too, but not many. Actually, I'm not too close to them, so probably just travel. Let me know if you ever decide to come here. We'll show you a great time. That would be nice. Korea trip? When you coming to Norway? Haha. That would be pretty cool, actually. Either. I mean, Korea, I haven't been to Korea in... I haven't been to Korea in 8 years almost. That's pretty crazy now that I think about it. I haven't been to Korea, I've been to Korea in like 8 years. That's pretty sad, actually. That makes me sad. I would love to visit Korea though. Want to buy Korea trip? Yeah. Let me see. How is everybody this fine morning? Hello, Sensei Ja. Hello, how are you doing today? Good morning, good morning. Oh yeah, Sensei Ja, did well, you were absent earlier, but I was talking about that silver 1.2 OG that went up on Mech Market yesterday. Well, turns out that person wanted $500 on top of any Polaris that they were traded, you know? They were offered for a trade. 500. Okay, buddy. Good luck. Good luck, have fun. WTF, yeah, I know, right? Pretty crazy. Some people just get ahead of themselves too much. You know how much this build is in total-ish? How much this build would be? I don't know, let's think about it. Let's say like 500, 550 US dollars for the keyboard. Then to ship it over, maybe like $100. Then to get it anodized, maybe like $500. Then to ship it over again, maybe like another 50. Then yeah, at least just the kit and stuff, and then like PCB and other things. So I would say, give or take, like $1,200, $1,300. Do not think 700 for OG SAF too. I wouldn't. I mean, you should just embrace. If you're already spending a certain amount of money, just embrace it, man. Like, whatever. It's fine. It's not that bad. Just embrace your expensive hobbies. It'd be rude not to? Yeah, not to embrace it, you mean? Or not to think? Making sure things are nice and straight. Cool. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're already doing this for your own hobby, and it's a hobby, so you should be enjoying it. Like, if you're not enjoying it and you're like, oh my god, I spent so much money on it, I can't believe it, then, you know, like, don't do it. Like, you know, just go for something cheap then. Like, why are you going against your will? Just, yeah, don't fuss over it. No cost, only happiness. Making a spreadsheet with cost totaled. Let me show you. I'll show you guys a little snippet of my keyboard spreadsheet. But basically, I have it all like panned out. I have it panned out like by month and stuff. Like, so like I have like trending lines and like this kind of stuff. So let me just like put it up on. I'm not gonna show you any numbers, but I'll show you kind of how it's organized. Like there's some, I'm gonna just put some example of stuff that I have on the spreadsheet. And then like, wait a sec. And then like there's like stuff like this. Oops. Damn it. There's like this. How do I copy? Copy, paste. There's just like data that I have. And then it's like categorized. And then I have like some other stuff, like, you know, like I have it like done by like months, just to show you some stuff. What else do I have? Hide the numbers? Yeah. Oh, and then like my keyboard spreadsheet, like the keyboard sheet rather, is organized like kind of like this. How do I make it? Oh, it's too long, but I mean, you're gonna get the idea once I show it. And then like if you go to this sheet, I have a different way of organizing it. Something like this. And then I can just screenshot this and then copy that over to here. I just like I mean, you can't see anything because I'm not showing it yet, but yeah. But so this is like the idea. Like these are snippets of stuff that I have on my spreadsheet. Like I have dates, average by date. I have it broken down in graphs. I have like trending lines for like budget and other stuff. I have like keyboards organized by like color, brand, designer, PCB, programming, that kind of stuff. I have everything organized by like type of things, expenses, and like by month, everything. So I budget things out accordingly. Yeah. So that's the kind of the idea of how I organize my stuff, because so I have a pretty small income, so I need to budget out things accordingly every month if I want to spend, and like I need to like just make sure everything's make sure everything's like in check, you know. Anyway, so that's the idea, just for you guys to get a sense for it. Did I see that you traded the Polaris plus 500 on that chart? No. Alright, time to solder, guys. Finally. Sorry, it's been so long. It's been such a long stream. Sorry about that, for those waiting. I've been taking my time today, though, because I've I don't want to rush it at all. Need to get some sleep. Sorry I couldn't stay up for the whole stream. Yeah, I'm so sorry, man. Do check out the last piece of the VOD, I guess, later. But yeah, you won't be missing out too much other than the typing, I guess. But you know, you can check. I'll be uploading the VOD right away. Oh, hey Hoffy, what's up? How are you doing? Good morning. Jeff, good morning. How are you? Seeing that some of you guys are showing up means that it is very late in terms of it is time for West Coast people to start waking up. So I guess that's why. Alright. I need to put this away now. And get my fan. Ugh. Ooh, sleepy, need coffee? Yeah, I feel that. Alrighty. Sorry for the fan noise again. But yeah, here we are. Let's see. Let the lead fill your lungs. Just got back to soldering and damn, it's kind of addicting, TBH. Can't wait to solder my first board. Yeah, I mean, I do agree that the best part for me in the hobby is the building aspect for sure. Yeah, I need a tag here somewhere. Oh, I see. But I always deal with ignorant people whenever I post my keyboard designs. Get used to it. We haven't even started selling anything either. Get ready for retail nightmares. If you haven't ever worked in retail, you wouldn't know. But retail is truly a test of patience for humanity. Everyone should be forced to work retail for 2 years. My favorite part of the hobby is the current aftermarket prices. You love to see it. Alrighty, so I guess I'll just talk about the rest of the sponsors because I've been kind of quiet and not doing anything else. So we already talked about Gmk and Canon Keys and Mint Autumn earlier. So do check them out. But the other sponsors that are left over are Novel Keys. So first of all, in Novel Keys, you can get any in-stock product for 5% off with the code THUNDER on discount. There is on Novel Keys, there's an assortment of switches, stabs, dust mats, like all kinds of keyboard products. So yeah, do check out Novel Keys regularly because they do restock pretty often, including switches. If you haven't checked out the new Novel Keys Silk and Dry switches, they might be out of stock now, but they will be running more and more of those as well. So on group buy, on Novel Keys, there is a Gmk Hammerhead, which is a ocean deep blue like themed set. There is a darker edition and a lighter version. There's also a desk bat associated with it, so if you're into those colors, do check out Gmk Hammerhead. Runs till the end of the month. And then there's Gmk Mecha H1, which is inspired, of course, by the famous Unit 01 mecha from the animated series Neon Genesis Evangelion. And yeah, if you're into like purple and green and orange and that kind of stuff, do check out Mecha H1. It should be running until the middle of next month, I believe. Yep. So that's Novel Keys. Thank you so much for the shout out, Possum. Caustic is running a sale for R5 Dolce inspired keycaps on Mech Market right now. Next up, we have Prime Keyboards, so primekb.com/lightning. You can head over to Prime KB. I suppose they don't have many switches on stock or in stock right now, other than T1 tactiles. But if you're into tactile switches similar to Holy Pandas or Zelio V2s, T1 tactiles are very close to that. There's also like stabilizers, springs, DSA sets, DSS sets, as well as other accessories for like your switch modding as well. So do check out Prime Keyboards on primekb.com. There should be more alpacas and Durock stabilizers coming sometime soon. Of course, that'll take a while, but they just recently ran. Prime Keyboards restocks fairly often, and they do their best they can. Next up, and finally, we have Project Keyboard. So head on over to projectkeyboard.com. There's an affiliate link on my sponsors list. You just do !sponsors for a list, and then the links. The links are also provided on my Discord channel, which you can get onto by hitting !socials or !discord. So on projectkeyboard.com, this week, the Elongate group buy is coming to an end. The Elongate is a custom small form factor keyboard with an 1800 style like numpad and split space bars. That has been designed by F. Kari, aka Mr. Keys from Brazil. He's a pretty popular keyboard content creator. He's been around the scene for a bit, and he made this small form factor keyboard that looks pretty good. Comes in a variety of colors. I believe it's like black, blue, rose gold, plum, polycarbonate. So yeah, if you're into small form factor keyboards and you need a numpad or a cluster like that, do check out Elongate. It looks pretty neat actually. Next up we have Gmk Sumi. Gmk Sumi is a group buy for a keyset inspired by Japanese calligraphy and Sumi-e. So if you're into like monochrome and more minimalist designs, Gmk Sumi might be for you. Also do check out the different Decimat designs as well as the Rama caps that are included with this group buy. So Gmk Sumi should be running until the end of next month. I mean until the middle of next month. So in the middle of August, I believe. And then I should say, just mention that coming up soon we will have Gmk Dolce R5. I still have yet to announce all the pricing, but it's pretty much been being finalized at the moment as we speak. As there's going to be another surprise coming in for Gmk Dolce R5, so you stay tuned for that. Gmk Dolce R5 will be running most likely throughout the month of August. Of course, there's proxies everywhere in the world. There's Desk Hero in Canada, Oblonsky Industries in Europe, Daily Clack in Australia. We have Z Frontier in China, Monokay in Singapore. Am I forgetting anybody? I don't think so. I think that's it. Yeah. Mr. Keeps is awesome, super nice guy, yeah, super nice, super humble guy, super resourceful, and very productive keyboard enthusiast. Overall, very positive guy. I've never seen him like be mean to anybody. He's always positive and all smile. He's a great guy. Rip the African keep scene. Alright, we're done soldering just in time. What's going on? We're building a keyboard, so we got a test now. Let's see, via okay. That plate looks cool. Yeah, it's a custom anodized. Oh, did I forget to solder the enter? I'm gonna have to check that. I might have forgotten. Okay, the enter is not registering, so. I did solder it. I'm just gonna reflow it. And then also, I mean, it's possible that I'm gonna check the programming as well, but oh, it's programmed fine. All right. Okay, the enter's not working. I might actually have to just switch out the switch. So let's just do that. It happens sometimes. The switch can be over lubed, or the switch just can be defective occasionally, so we can just desolder that and solder a different one in. Oops, missed that. you accidentally soldered a something while it was still plugged into the PC, I have. Nothing really happens though. Because as long as you're not shorting things that shouldn't be shorted, you're fine. Yeah, nothing happens unless you're shorting things that shouldn't be shorted, such as like something like grounding something that shouldn't be. Yeah. It's not really a problem. Okay, so since I just desoldered this, the first thing I should probably just do is test it. Okay, so clearly the PCB works fine, so it's definitely the switch. Maybe I'll keep it as a keepsake for that idyllic switch film. Okay, cool. All good. Alright, friends, we've finally come to the last part of the stream. Took a while, but we're here finally. Just gonna disinfect my hands because all this solder and lube and stuff. It's just really. Okay, alrighty. Look at this guy. So this is the top piece. Foxy gonna sleep through school tomorrow. Oh. You guys, do you guys go to work and to school now because it's like better there, or do you guys ever like lock down like that? I actually don't know. Prob's gonna go to bed soon. That's all right. Victoria is hella locked down. Box, it's 3 a.m. dude, what the hell? Yeah, I'm sorry it's so late. Had to walk my dog while wearing my mask. I don't mind wearing a mask, honestly. I mean, it is, I realize that it can be uncomfortable, but I mean, you know, you're doing it for other people. Get sweaty? Oh, that is true. That is true. It does get sweaty, especially with the weather. Well, how do you pronounce Melbourne? That's how I pronounce it, Melbourne. Melbourne. Yeah, Melbourne, 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 Melbourne. I mean, I don't care. Either way is fine. As long as you understand it, right? Don't pronounce the R. Melbourne. Melbourne. Yeah, because that works too. Melbourne. 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 Yeah, that works. It kind of is like that. Oath. Alright. I think it's all screwed in. Ooh la la, that is That is nice. Last look at the internals. It's just a very thick bottom weights. Goes through like that. Best friend edition. Has some smudging. I promise that's not me. So yeah, just last look. Best friend edition. Started streaming so early, yes. Austrian English non-erotic, so we don't pronounce R's that come after vowels. That makes sense. When is CRP SAV being a thing? I was tempted about the EPVT set with Cyrillic sub-legends, but I wanted to set with red sub-legends and didn't end up joining it. I also didn't end up joining the Cyrillic set. I mean, the Cyrillic EPVT set had red legends, had red sub-legends. But I didn't end up joining it either. It didn't? It was both black? Oh wait, for real? Oh, never mind then. That sucks. That is terrible. What a terrible choice. Sorry, Enigma. But red is the way to go for Cyrillic, in my opinion. Or blue even. Blue is nice too. Right. Oh, how interesting. The gold of the Kintsugi like has a little bit of a thickness to it. It's pretty cool. I bought it because it did have red subs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it had red subs. That's what I'm thinking. If it didn't though, I think it is a bad choice. Pretty sure it does have red subs though. Pretty sure it did. Possum. Oh, hello, Zombimon. Hello. Good morning. Or good afternoon for you. The ano is super smooth. It's pretty much just smooth all throughout. And then if you like touch the front, you start noticing that the gold has a bit of a... So it's interesting. He made it so that the front and the sides, the gold has a thickness to it, but anywhere else, like on a flat surface, so like places that it should be sitting, like flat, it doesn't have any thickness to it at all. So very cool. I mean, different texture obviously. Like it shifts from like a metallic to like this like polished sort of metal feel. Yeah. Anyway, I was trying to remember something, but I'm not sure what it was. What was it? Am I forgetting something? Oh, right, bump-ons. That's exactly what I was thinking. No, that's what I was thinking about, yeah. Yeah, I was like, I'm forgetting something. I was thinking about it the whole time I was screwing them in. I was like, yeah, it was like bump-ons. Good that the bump-ons are clear because you can actually still see the anodizing below it. done. So here it is. Oh, wait. Not unplugging this yet. I need you guys to decide what key set to use. I have a list. Hold up. I'll put it up. Alright. I have a list over here. That list is Gmk Stormtrooper, Gmk Handarbite, Gmk Muted with purple or cyan accents, Gmk Muted with Mr. Sleeves, Gmk TA Royal Alpha, and so in this case this would be OG Hammerworks, CRP OG Tulip R2, Hammerworks, no, OG Cherry Die Subs. I think I have like, it's either like UK or Belgian, I think, plus CRP icon mods. I guess OG Cherry, I'll put G81 3000 Sav, but I have to go get it though if I choose that, so allow for multiple answers. Sure. And create poll. And I'll put your SAT on it. No, I'm too lazy now to get that one. Well, I could do it. I could do it. Yeah, I could put SAT on it too. So if you want SAT, just say SAT in chat. I'm gonna give you guys I'm gonna give you guys like 90 seconds and I'm gonna show the results, okay? 90 seconds. Okay. I'll count the unique SAT requests in chat. Make sure you don't vote then. But if then I have to go get it. Like I have to go get the set from a different board. Don't say anything different from SAT. So yeah. Do it, you won't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Wait, that hasn't been 90 seconds yet. I'll give it some time. So, I mean, this is the board, right? So just think about it. For a bit. Godream, you want SAT on it? For sure. I don't know what SAT is. I'm curious. It looks just like CRP Peacock, but a little better. If you know CRP Peacock? Okay, I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like that. That is SAT, SAT. Whoopsie. Guess I'll just open the full image. That is SAT. SAT there looks a lot better than the test I had to take. That's nice. Alright, time to look at the poll. So, poll. Results. I won't vote. Sav. Oh my goodness. Okay. So SAT or Sav? Either or. I guess. That means I have to go get it. Is that Yugoslavian? It's Czech. It's Czech. So, alright, I'll do a 30-second vote for Sat versus Sav. Check English technically? Yeah, that's correct. So just vote on that. I'm actually just gonna show the results so you guys can skew the vote if you want. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go get those, because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to. Literally red versus blue, yeah. So vote on that one. Are you guys not voting at all? Doesn't look like it's counting results. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Give me 1 sec. There we go. It's counting. It's counting. Sat only, baby. Well, looks like Sav is winning anyway. Okay, so be it. Okay, I'll give it like 30 seconds. No, 20 seconds. If you guys want Sat really badly, you gotta vote. There's 88 viewers and only 27 people have voted, so there's a good chance that you could flip the vote. Blue subs would work better with the gray gold. Not up to me, guys. You guys pick it. Finish building my board. Gotta go to bed now to get at least 4 hours of sleep before work. Sounds good. Catching the VOD. I was trying to kill a fucking spider. You need to make Godrim cry for trading away his staff. Okay. Alright, it's already been more than 20 seconds, so Sav it is. I'll have to borrow the escape from somewhere else, probably. Use Artisan. Yeah, I'm probably gonna use an Artisan or something. Fill it in. Yeah, I might just do that instead. Are those Gat milky top, Gat blacks with milky top or cherries? These are Nixies. These are Nixdorf MX blacks. You guys have seen this setup before. What are you even talking about? Stop pretending like you don't know. You've seen it before. Well, if you haven't, there's a typing test and a post. I have a koala. This is a koala. See, this is a koala. Spacebar is Nixdorf White. Nixdorf White. All right. Shoot, I can't use... Oh, it's regular caps lock. I'm gonna go get the CRP one. In just a second. Oh, I forgot it was regular caps lock. Why was I asked to do regular caps lock? Regular caps lock is honestly so Chad. Imagine doing regular caps lock on a TKL. Imagine. Whoever... You know, the person who asked me to build this board, so Chad. Imagine asking me to regular caps lock. Don't forget F13? Yeah, I know. He built this with full caps? Yeah, I was asked to do full caps. It's not... Oh my unfollowed? It's not my fault, okay? I was asked. I'm just following the requests that I was given. I asked yesterday, hey, what do you want? Full caps, please. Okay. Yeah, full caps bad for TKL or for anything for that matter, really. I do split. I do stepped for everything. So contentious. So contentious. So bad. You have to do a builder override? I could. What a waste of sub today. Cancel it with wood on me. That's it. Friendship with wood ended. It's not wood. It's wood is not the client actually. I'll say that much. Wood is here to support. Can't believe I gifted that clown a sub. Yeah, jeez. Sorry guys. You know. I'll put the cherry here, why not? Fuck it. Alrighty. Making me go and get full caps. Oh, this. And of course these are icon mods. FML. I'll be right back. You'll have to live. I have a R3 control. You have to live. This is mildly infuriating. Too fucking bad. Hello, chat. Hello. JWK, hello. This is infuriating. I'm kind of mad. Kind of triggered. Need more controls? Yeah, need more control over this. Anyway, that's how it looks. You guys want to pick an artisan for it? Maybe I'll just default pick something. Maybe we can do this guy here? Huh? Oh. I forgot that this is super loose. But I think that's fine. Let's go. Menlo F13 or Riot? Fine. Menlo F13. Menlo F13 it is. And okay, if I take this one out, then let's go. Okay, adjust my mic for the test, and also I'll turn off the stuff. Just a second. Oh wait, hold up. Do they even have it open? I don't. All right. Control issues. You have that Menlo. Yes, I do. Waited 3 hours for the wrong caps lock. And a bongo. All right. Could you build a keyboard with this layout? I'm not gonna click that link. Sus link. Actually, can someone delete that, please? Mod, please. Is caps lock crooked? No, it's just the angle maybe. But no, it's not crooked. Okay, y'all ready? Wouldn't be crooked if it was stepped. That is true. Also, I want to delete that because sus link. Where's mod view for this? Why can't I moderate my chat properly? So annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna time them out. Alrighty, y'all ready? Okay, so this is a custom end dash. There's no mods. There's a custom end dash anodized by Caustic Customs Anodizing. They're located in Texas, in the United States. This is anodized in the Kintsugi-style, and this has H1 switches with 78 gram springs, lubed with GHV4, and with switch films. It's a full aluminum plate. Nothing bad. Still, I should ban links. All right. Here we go. Actually, I'm gonna put it a little further away. Let's see. All right, go. 3, 2, 1. All right, here are the mods. So that's what it sounds like. I need to hear it for myself, actually. So let's do a new typing test without me having to hear myself through the DAC monitors, because I'm not, I pretty much would hear double otherwise. So let's try this again. Ah. Alright. Yeah, I use Durock stabs. So nice. Hey, Obsidian. I prefer it a tad creamier, but no, that's a lovely sound. Petrov, you're always such a skeptic. But how does it compare to the 160? I mean, 160 is a much more compacted sound because it's a 60%. TKLs have, because of all the room they have, they kind of have a little bit of a, like a roomier, less clocky sort of sound, I feel, in general. I mean, we can compare it to maybe, but my KFE is very different sounding. Maybe we can compare it to my, let's compare it to this guy here. Compared to the Koala? Can't compare it to the Koala because Koala's stripped with caps. Also, this is built with poly half plate, completely different. This spacebar needs work. Anyway, but I mean, completely different boards actually. This spacebar is too light, I think. I think I'm gonna replace the spring on the spacebar. The spring is a little bit too light. I think it's 55 gram, which is super, super light. I feel like for the PVT, basically it's just sinking in on its own. But yeah, mods go to. So yeah, I mean it depends. So I actually prefer the. I do prefer the alphas on the TGR. Has that like creamy sound that I like. The mods I think are nicer on aluminum for sure. Like aluminum just generally has a nicer sound for modifiers. But yeah, that's kind of what it is. I mean, yeah. Alrighty. It's been a very long stream for today. Ooh, but oh yeah, you guys want to weight it? Is this the review for the tube chat? Don't be toxic, Spider-Man. That's kind of toxic. Petrov, awesome build. Thanks as always, Lightning. Enjoy breakfast. I already had breakfast, Mr. Petrov. We're not done yet. Anyway, so let's weigh this. So in grams. Okay, guys. You guys can stop. Or I'm timing you out both. Stop being petty. Anyway, so this is 2.9 kilograms approximately, which comes out to 6 pounds and 6 ounces. Yep. Pretty heavy board, actually. I think the Jane might be lighter than this, probably. 6 pounds, 6 pounds, 6 pounds. Yeah, let's try the Jane. It's 2.9 kilograms for the other one. 2.9 kilograms. Actually, let's see what the Jane weighs. Oh, actually, the Jane weighs more. The Jane weighs maybe another 100 grams. So only a 100-gram difference, not a huge difference. Oof, I want that Jane. Unfortunately, I will probably never part with this Jane unless something happened to me. I mean, how much was Jane during the group buy? Like $550, something like that, right? You sure about that, Lightning? What do you mean? B2C was $550. It was about the same. I mean, guys, like $500, $550. What's the difference? Okay, buddy. All right. So this is KFE. KFE weighs 2 kilograms, which is just 4 pounds and 7 ounces. This has a poly full plate, so very different sound. Is that Psy? Yeah, it is. It is. What set is that on KFE? It's G81 3000 SAI. As Subcat has already mentioned, it's an Italian subs. All right. Stop being a joke. All right. So that's all I have for that part. Cool. So again, this is, let's take out our, let's take out the chat box for a sec. That's what it looks like. Sorry for the shaking. This is the side of the board. Front. So you can see it's nice and cohesive. The Kintsugi, it's nice and very cohesive. That's the back side. Nice and tight USB port, which is something I really like. And this is the bottom with a little warmer lighting over here, a little cooler lighting over here. At some point I'll try to make that lighting even. So I apologize for that. It's actually kind of nice to see the difference though. Warmer, cooler. What's the weight? 2.9 kilograms. You can do the conversion yourself. The Momo Menlo looks awful, terrible fit. Sell it to me, please. No. It took me many years to get it. So no, I wouldn't do that. If only client used the proper caps lock, I agree. I want this board now. Too bad you can't get it. Gosh, your ano's so lovely. I agree. What is the case material? It's aluminum. 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 Everything's aluminum except for the brass weight in the inside. Not a fan of Kintsugi, but like reflecting off the gold streak is nice. I agree. Beautiful keyboard. Thanks for banning me. Don't you like 75% keyboard? It's just a very sus link to send a bit.ly.com link, like a bit.ly link on chat. Pretty sus, honestly, Guamedo. I wouldn't, like, you know, I was just using common sense, I think. Keyboard chats have feelings too. Any idea how they got that dipped filled effect? No idea. Can't see the board behind the ano. Scary links on chat bad. I agree. Scary links on chat bad. This is how I would summarize the board. Big poggies. This guy ate the caps lock. No. Alright. So that's all I have, but if you guys need anything else, let me know. Any questions? Last minute questions? Things? So again, this was Finderworks and Dash. I might be playing around with it for a little bit. Spit the correct caps lock back out. Hey, what's up, Zambamon? Saying "Hey Diego" is like saying there's something going on with the board. You mean this? Yeah. This board deserves a treatment. You know? With this caps lock, it's if we put this caps lock, it's like, oh, so smooth. Minus 500. You mean plus 2,500? Thank you very much. Thanks. I tried to fix it, Zambamon. I tried my best. Step caps, best caps. I agree. Anyway, that is all for now. If you guys want me to type on it for a bit, I can just free type on it for a bit. I mean, although it's not like my mic is not super close, but you might probably be able to hear it. Like, anyway, always fun to catching a stream. Thank you so much, guys. Review for YouTube, thank you so much. I'm glad he only dropped my dolphin instead of slamming against the table. I could do a test drop test. Just kidding. I'll leave that. Chat was lit. Yeah. Lots of stuff going on in chat today. Just a last quick look. That's the back again. Very pretty. So pretty. I actually would be okay with the anodizing without the gold streaks. I actually would be okay with the marble anodizing. It's so pretty. Like it reminds me of actual marble, like, you know, like ivory. I really like it. I really like this gray finish on it. Hip rating test. Real Ivory and Dash coming soon. That would be neat. Free keyboard, please. Oh yeah, I'm not plugged in. Can you type a bit? Yeah, I did like earlier. I did several times, but sure, I can just type it like loosely from here. I mean, you know that there's a build command, right? Anyway, how's the Greek beige coming? Greek beige coming along? We're just waiting for the update from GMK. They've been pretty delayed. I mean, you've seen what's happened with GMK Alter or like 909, all these things. There's a lot of delays going on, so we're probably like soon in line for shipping. Yeah. No worries, Wood. I know it's pretty late over there, so apologies. Alright, well, that's all I have. I'm gonna see if anyone's online, so maybe I could rate them. But otherwise, I think we're pretty much done here. So do check out Gmk Dolce R5 when it's out. Do also check out what else? I mean, there's Keycaps. There's R5 Dolce set right now. Looks like Simon is streaming. We could rate Simon. But yeah, other than that, I will be posting more photos of this. I have some, I'll show you, but I basically have pre-built photos. I took some pre-built photos before I started, so you guys can see some pre-built photos over here. Hold on, I can't see chat. Yep. So we'll be posting photos later on. Would link to Flickr? It's not on Flickr, it's on Imgur. I don't upload to Flickr anymore. It's really annoying to use. So I don't use Flickr anymore. But yeah. Some pre-built photos. We'll have more stuff later on. Dude, come up with your own content. Leave the keyboard customization to Thea. Okay. Sounds good. Thanks for the feedback. Unbuilt pics, yeah. Tiha types though. Who's Tiha types? Fraud. Oh no. I'm being accused of being like Nathan. It's okay. It's okay, just... This dude can't be original. I mean... I don't have issues with it. Bye! But yeah, I don't have issues with it at all. Looks like Nathan and I get along. I don't do this full time. What am I expected to do? Okay. So I think we're done for now. Yeah, I'm a mod for Nathan. Exactly. You expect to build keyboards upside down? I did! I was putting in switches upside down for a while. He does it to every Keep streamer, no worries? Oh yeah, I know. I mean... Alright. So we should go and bother Simon. Yeah, let's go bother Simon. Let's just say... Nathan not bold enough to do drop tests of his client's builds? He does. He does. Anyway, so thank you everyone for stopping by and checking out this build. I'll be taking more photos of it. And upcoming this week, guys, I will be checking out the Rama / Ion Keyboards Zenith. I'm waiting for a prototype to come in. It'll be coming in early this week. So that will most likely be the next stream. As I don't have other client builds right now. So yeah, that will probably be the next thing. We'll be checking out the Zenith before the group buy is ending, and then yeah, we'll be talking about all the options that the Zenith offers, like, you know, plates, PCB, that kind of stuff. I have a bunch of switches to test, so we could test out some switches. I believe it comes with a hot swap, so I will be able to test out like my H1s that I lube. I'll be able to test out maybe like alpacas that I lube, or MX Black, something like that, you know. We can check out some stuff. Can we take a look at the internals of the Zenith? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess that's the whole point. Although, I mean, I'll ask Poner. Yeah. Can't wait, Poner, to argue about alpha colored pipe. Yeah. Alpha colored pipe always. Internals reveal? I mean, internals are already revealed on the website, aren't they? Anyway, I've delayed the whole process here, so anyway guys, thank you so much for stopping by today. It's been a nice and long stream. It's also been really fun. So yeah, sent with WOB, no worries. That's true, you don't have to worry about it if you have WOB. White on black. Alright, well, thank you guys. Let's go and rate some Simone. Prince of Sand. We're gonna go rate him. Yes, it is intended for mature audiences, so if you are not part of said audience, you might freak out because he's a very interesting guy. But yeah, say hi to him and go bother him, ask him weird questions. He'll answer anything. He'll do anything. If you donate bits, he might actually do anything. So yeah, thank you everyone. And yeah, good night to all the Australians and New Zealanders out there. And also, I guess, to Europeans too. Soon enough, it'll be nighttime. So yeah, thanks everybody. I'll see you guys next time. And take care.